Fashion with the Made in Kazakhstan label. The leading and aspiring Kazakh fashion industry designers. Fashion Week reviews, the latest trends, and pointers from the stylists. All your news from the world of fashion and beauty on Fashion Guide. Today in our program, actress Ainur Niyazova's debut collection, young designer Sunkar Yezmakhanov, mechanical piano brand's mathematics, feminism as a new brand, the stylist as a fashion profession. Most creative minds tend to be multifaceted. Nowadays, no one will be surprised if someone is both a singer and a designer at the same time. In the new season, Kazakhstani celebrity Ainur Niyazova has become one such polymath-type personalities. Now she is not only a singer and an actress, but Ainur has presented her own sportswear brand. I decided to produce sportswear because in Kazakhstan few people are involved in making sportswear, and I decided to carve out a niche. Moreover, this kind of clothes is very comfortable for me in everyday life. That is, it's not the kind of clothing that you have to wear for the gym. It is the kind of clothes suitable to wear in everyday life. As it turns out, the creation of this collection has been Niyazova's lifelong dream. She could work with fabric since she was 11 years old. Ainur sewed clothes for herself and attended cutting and sewing classes. Over the years, her love for fashion only intensified, and the actress brought herself to her first line. I've already completed serious courses, how to create clothes correctly and arrive at another more professional level. The idea was always to create something, not just to dress yourself. It is not only to draw and dress for yourself, but in general, it is to show it to people. The debut collection included sports suits, elongated hoodies, sweatshirts, and shorts. The newly made fashion designer stakes on minimalism and does not overload clothes with prints. Instead, there are stripes and cutouts on elbows and knees. It's such a tricky part, that is, it is a thoughtful detail which I created with my team for several months. We painted, created, sewed all of this. Before the official launch of the line for sale, Ainur organized pre-sales. She invited everyone as well as her peers, artists. Casual style fan Ksenia Sokhamazova was the first to evaluate the collection. I really like it because our style is a bit similar. As it turns out, all the clothes that Ainur created and sewed are suitable for me. First of all, Ainur's clothes are casual. Like it's sport, casual, what is trending now. Like it's about convenience. Simultaneously with the launch of Ainur Niyazova's brand, another new name was presented in Kazakhstani fashion. The actress's friend, businesswoman Zarina Mastikbayeva, debuted her collection of eco bags. The first collection is called 5 Elements. That is, there are 5 bags which represent different elements, key factors. It is the earth, water, air, ether, and fire. These accessories are made with environmentally friendly materials, felt and feutre. Thus, Zarina is developing ethical fashion. One of the most important ideas of the brand is that the collections will be created together with internationally renowned artists and designers, not only Kazakhstanis. We started cooperation with a British artist. His name is Aragorn Dickreed. We created a primary collection with him, 5 elements. Now these 5 elements are also the inspiration for Aragorn's creations. In the near future, Zarina plans to make bags of nettle and jute, created together with Altai artist Yelena Karlova. A good start is the key to successful development. Designer Sunkar Yezmakhanov knows this from experience. There was talk about the young talent after his participation in the Russian fashion project Follow the Fabrika, and then winning at the 2016 Open Way contest. And this spring, the Kiritsi brand was first introduced at the Kazakhstan Fashion Week. We are pleased when there are designers who sew clothes for men. Fashion for men is always interesting, and especially men's fashion from the perspective of a man who sews for himself. He is young, interesting, and progressive. He wants to look interesting, and so he tries all the clothes he creates on himself his friends, and his generation. Sunkar is 21 years old, and he already has his own workshop for the production of jewelry, leather goods, and now clothes too. The father of the young designer is a jeweler. His mother has her own sewing workshop. From the age of 11, Yazmakhanov helped his parents in production. So his practical vocational education began long before the end of school. He grew up seeing that I make and do orders. I drive to fittings, I meet with clients. He was everywhere with me. Therefore, it was natural for him, and he got himself involved. I sewed a lot for him in his childhood, and now he's sewing. I like to dress him in a special way, and this love has resulted in such a professional attitude for this. Sunkar has a diploma of theater and cinema director. In fact, he is an all-around craftsman. Today, Yazmakhanov creates full-fledged lines, when jewelry and handmade bags complete with clothing. This is our new female model, which will be presented next season. Here we also combined saddle leather. Its thickness is about 2.5 millimeters. And here is also floater. Floater is a skin that undergoes special embossing in order to give the effect of shirts. In jewelry production, Sunkar also prefers handwork. In addition, he chooses materials with character and soul. So accessories are obtained by unique and unpredictable trends. This way, earrings and bracelets can be passed from generation to generation. I do not like cut stones and diamonds. I like using semi-precious stones that are difficult to obtain, because it seems to me to have much more charm than what the mass market is selling now. That is, it's not just some trinket that can be worn. Each product carries a deep meaning, and it will never turn out to be like any other. In all my productions, I cannot create the same piece twice. Sunkar created a spring-summer clothes collection inspired by America in the 30s and 40s. High-waisted trousers, accentuated waistlines, wrap skirts, a color range from gray to scarlet, floral prints and stripes faithfully revived this period in US history with a modern twist. It was a very laconic style when women could classically and completely combine different colors with some basic dark tones, beige and black. Silhouettes will be very different, because this era was for boy-girls. It was fashionable then to be a bit like boys. That is, to wear short haircuts and straight silhouettes. Here we break this characteristic by adding a little femininity and different colors. In the near future, work will begin on the next collection creation. Perhaps this time, Sunkar will take national Kazakh clothing as a basis and rethink it in a new modern way. He has already sewn chapan made of denim in the past. His new experiments are next in line. I like the commercial trend approach of Yoji Yamamoto, because at a key time, he was kind of an innovator in the fashion industry, because he could add his culture very beautifully and nicely in a fashionable flow such that everyone liked it. Since he is Japanese, he introduced the kimono, hakama, and so on. However, at the same time, it did not look folkloric nor archaic, but fashionable and interesting. Progressive and conservative at the same time, original and trendy, this is about the Kiritsi brand. Its creator has global plans, hoping to expand production and declare himself to the whole world. While authors of these brands are just experimenting, looking for themselves and winning customers, Kazakh old-timer designers are forming new heights and talking about DNA of their brands. For example, Aygul Kuvandikova celebrates the 20th anniversary of creative activity this year. Her pet project, mechanical piano, appeared a little later, and fashion career of Kuvandikova began with usual atelier. Those people who were served in our atelier became our customers later. And in general, I think that this atelier experience is cool. I believe it is cool for designers, for example, because you already know everything about the female body. You begin to hear the client, you know what he wants from you. The abundance of the creator's ideas and the desire to hand-tailor became an occasion for brand creating. At first, it was a joint effort of Koandikova to Rekhanov, and then Aigul went on a solo voyage with the mechanical piano brand. The name was inspired by Nikita Mikhalkov's film Unfinished Music Piece for a Mechanical Piano. Philosophical dialogues, small tragedies, and simple human happiness are recurring themes in Koandikova's collections. One of the first collections, which is very strong for me, is dedicated to Modigliani. It is about flirting between Anna Akhmatova and Modigliani. This is a story about what you know or you do not know if it was or was not. And if you ponder over this theme, then you get some kind of vision. And this collection turned out with this movement. How it was or was not loved, did not love, it led some kind of it. Fashion, which is created by Aigul, can be called conceptual. This clothing is not for mass consumerism. Designers' favorite colors are gray, black, and white. There are always a lot of dresses and shirts. The girl looks dreamy, unearthly, and fragile in such outfits. Musicality, ballet, and artistry. I would not say that this is the only monochrome. However, pure colors are good. I never use artificial flowers that did not exist in nature, which are invented. Recently, strictness and specifics were added to the heroine's detachment for mechanical piano. According to Aigul Koandikova, modern rhythms of life, internet, and fast information led to many changes. The innovations touched the brand. Mechanical piano is no longer what it was before. It has changed. Although the name remains, it is suitable. That is, it soon began to move toward mathematics. Moreover, in the beginning, it was more poetry and such a relaxed look at how to live, sit, and look at the sky, dream, drink tea, wine. And now I personally changed myself, and I would like more actions and goals. The designer's purposefulness led to enviable results. Today, Kazakhstani's fashion brand is represented not only at home, but also in Russia, Europe, and the United States. In the new season, Koandikova presents a fresh line: conceptual, fantasy, and mathematical, all at the same time. My last collection is about a nomad girl who came to New York, and she loves opera productions. Nomads are all travelers. Now we all travel. Probably we want to catch something. She came to New York and loves Art Nouveau. This collection is for those who love modern, ballet, freedom, and the negligence of a nomad's life. It is about making a quality and original project, not to change yourself and take into account the customer's wishes. These simple and at the same time complex rules help the brand to prosper for many years in Kazakhstan and beyond. Feminism is a new trend. More and more often, the world designers create collections in the spirit of this ambiguous philosophical and political phenomenon. These are corresponding slogans on clothes and stress femininity. In Kazakhstan, this trend is also gaining momentum. Thus, the debut line of Akhmar al-Karim is a dedication to all representatives of the fair sex. I am inspired by all women. All women are beautiful for me, and I want everyone who comes to me to find something for themselves. I want her to understand that she is an individual, beautiful, and for this reason, we created Because of You brand. This brand bears independence, the face of the 21st century girl. That is, this is complete freedom, a little bit of feminism, and such carelessness in style. The main character of the show lives in the rhythm of the metropolis. She is single-minded, appreciates comfort and mobility. In Akhmar al-Karim's clothes, she can confidently go to an event after a hard-working day. The collection includes pencil dresses, wide trousers, and oversized suits, as in a romantic comedy of the 70s, Annie Hall. We use the man's cuts in our clothing. These are large raincoats, oversized jackets. These are men's cut trousers, men's cut shirts and jackets. And at the same time, we left feminine tenderness. This can be traced in our gentle blouses and skirts. The spirit of the big city is transmitted in design. Geometric figures and clear lines of outfits remind of the skyscraper's architecture. At the same time, images look cozy due to bright colors. The fashion show began with a theatrical dance with a special message. The performance symbolically represented a fragile and at the same time self-assured woman. The combination of juicy shades, voluminous jackets, refined tops, this is definitely her style. Updating the wardrobe is a pleasant but not always an easy task. For example, not everyone knows how to choose clothes properly for their shape and seasonal color analysis. In this case, stylists, image makers help to create a bright and harmonious image. The master, Ainur Niyazova, told us about fashionable professions and shared the secrets of a good style. The stylist profession is very interesting and very creative. I made my way toward it for a long time, to be honest. It was not consciously. I was on the way to it for my whole life because my grandmother and my mother sewed, and they cultivated the taste for beauty to me. And now I already see these colors, lines, how they work. For me, the stylist profession is self-expression. The importance of the stylist profession is especially noticeable in the film industry, model business, and politics. Before going out on a red carpet, celebrities carefully consider their appearance together with a team of professionals. The need for the image creators is growing in Kazakhstan. Today, these specialists are in demand in various spheres. For example, Zinara is engaged in wardrobe analysis and shopping assistance. I work directly with clients who contact me for wardrobe analysis and shopping assistance. We go shopping, pick up capsule sets of clothes. We do it so that the wardrobe will work, so that all bought things are combined with each other. When meeting a client, Zinara selects basic things, accessories, and gets rid of unnecessary clothes in the closet. Suitable shades and silhouettes can be determined by the skin color and figure type. The stylist pays attention not only to the external factors, but also to the nature of the activity, temperament, and character of the client. If we want to show that we are bright, passionate, expressive, we choose bright shades. If we want to show that we are very affectionate, romantic, impressionable, then we choose gentle, bleached shades. Therefore, it is very important how you are perceived, how you are seen, and how you present yourself. In addition, if necessary, the specialist helps the client to correct the walk, facial expressions, and movements. Sometimes girls need to attend regular classes with stylists. That's why Ainur Niyazova, together with Damira Kagay, opened a style school. Because after a girl's transformation, it is clear that they do not have enough knowledge to put in place and continue to dress nicely and choose the clothes correctly. In the classroom, students learn the shape of the face, figure, and color types. They learn how to combine jewelry properly and how to connect their inner self with their clothes. The theory is backed up by practice and going to the store. After such a school, many girls radically change their style. In the past, I used to have a classic style, but now I like sports chic. For example, I would not wear many things, for example, sneakers with the same dress. Now I have reconsidered my views and I can wear it. The main rule of good style is to follow the novelties in the fashion world. After all, what was in trend yesterday can already be a bad form today. Be in tune with the times. You can wear beautiful clothes, but it can already be from the last decade. You can choose a hairstyle that fits perfectly according to proportions of your face, coloring is suitable, and so on. But this hairstyle might not even be modern anymore. Profession of a stylist requires a lot of knowledge. You should follow trends, know the fashion history, be a master of color basics and makeup. Image specialists also need creativity, innate taste, and artistic imagination. Possessing these qualities, a young professional will certainly achieve success in the fashionable stage.